huge part of glowing up in 2024 is setting resolutions that you can actually follow with like easily followable parameters like numbers, days, how many times a week, how are you gonna execute, not just like writing on a piece of paper, I wanna get skinny. How are you gonna get skinny? Like how many times are you gonna go to the gym? So let's get hot and glow up and make some fire resolutions. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name's Summer, and in today's video, I'm showing you how to get your life together for 2024. Resolutions, better routines, how to actually stick to them, and more, so let's get into it. One of the biggest parts of the new year is making your resolutions, but the problem is, it's hard to actually stick with them. I personally make these like long lists of like stuff I'm gonna do whatever, and like it never actually gets done. So this year, new year, new era, I wanna get it done. So here's how to do it. First thing we're gonna do is actually write down our list. I have it in my notes app. The key to keeping your resolutions is actually making a plan. Like not just being like, be healthier or wake up early, like set like a wake up at 8 a.m. 6 days a week. That's a literal plan that you can actually follow. So my first one is crazy as a college student, low key. I'm doing dry January. I'm definitely like a social drinker, but dry January is a great way to start the year. And coming off like finals and stuff, the last couple weeks of school were just so rough and so exhausting that I love to like get back into a routine that I really like. It's only 30 days. Like, you can do anything for 30 days. This also is just like a great resolution to start with because like I said, like it has very clear parameters, like no drinking, only 30 days, just the month of January. Like it's definitely something you can follow and know you're following. Keep the resolution. Being able to keep them is honestly encouraging. Second is be more patient. This one's a little bit harder to set parameters on, but my backstory for this is like I grew up having one older brother and no sisters and doing a lot of things like on my own time or with my mom, and I could just like kind of drag her along. I rode horses my whole life. It's a very independent sport. I was very independent, which meant like I did what I wanted, like kind of when I wanted to do it. And that sounds like terrible to say, but I'm being so honest. Acknowledging that, I think the first step to obviously change is acknowledging the fact that like I need to be more patient and I need to be like more accommodating. I think that's a great thing to understand. So I want to just work on being more patient. Like I said, tough to put parameters on that, but just day to day, like having this on my resolution list, I'm going to have it in the back of my mind, like ways I can be more patient, looking after my friends more, considering more what they want to do. Next, I'm doing another 30-day challenge of no dairy. This is so hard for me because my everyday coffee has dairy. And the other problem is if you get non-dairy substitutes, they have added sugar. So I'm trying to avoid everything added and processed, again, for the 30 days. Like, this is a huge reset month for me. However, I am allowing one substitute, which is nut pods. They're like one of the cleanest non-dairy substitutes on like the market, so I'm using them in my coffee. Here's my new coffee routine. So this also means no Starbucks, no Dunkin', no coffee out basically, because every non-dairy alternative has added sugar. I'm trying to be very whole foods, no process this whole month. So no dairies of feet. That's for the whole month. I also am doing this because my skin has been struggling. I do have makeup on right now, and I have this thing called like, what's it called? Something on my arm. I'll put it right here. And I'm trying to see with my doctor if eliminating things like this will help clear it up, because like I am pretty insecure about it. So hopefully these changes can help me eliminate something and also see changes in like my physical appearance. I forgot how much talking YouTube is. Then a huge resolution for me is social media. I know a lot of my resolutions have like multi-step and like multi-parameter things. So I am making a good bit of lifestyle changes, but I like that we're at the beginning of a new semester and I want to just like start a lot of things new and kind of get in like new habits and make them routine. So social media wise, I have multiple things. One is post 1+ times a day on TikTok without fail. Like every single day, I want to be posting over one video. And along with that is build a multi-platform empire. So that means that like videos I post on TikTok, I want to repurpose on my social media. Instagram, it's right here. Go give it a follow. I've been keeping up all of my content that I post like on TikTok, on there, and trying to grow both platforms simultaneously because I am putting so much work into my TikTok. Why not repurpose it? Not only Instagram, but also shorts. I've been seeing great success with the shorts on YouTube, and I know they're one of like the fastest growing things on the platform, if not already the fastest. Like shorts tend to do way better than YouTube videos. Just makes sense because I'm already working so hard to produce this content, like this great quality, like over a minute long form, voiced over, captioned, gorgeous content on TikTok. This is a huge goal, but I need to hit 100K on TikTok. Like it is such a long time coming. Like I need something new. I need like For You page, I need a series. So I'm brainstorming ideas for that honestly every day, looking for something that can really grow my platform. Like I said before, like I work so hard, it's so frustrating kind of be stuck at one follower count, which I have been for like a good while. See, like I'm setting numbers here, so it's easier to be like, I want to hit this goal here's how I'm gonna do it. Or if I'm just like, grow my platform, what does that entail? So make sure you set parameters and like things you can literally check off your to-do list every day, and that's how you're gonna level up in 2024. Next, social media still, again, parameter is reach out to one brand a week, just one a week. This can be literally one email. Like last year I made this amazing media kit showcasing so many great things I do. Videos, photos, like UGC content. I barely used it. Like, to be so honest, people always ask me like, how do you get brand deals? I let most brands reach out to me because I'm just so busy living my life and doing school and posting on social media anyway. Like, I don't reach out enough, so I want to work on like building a great email template and using the media kit I already created, just like updating it and sending that out and seeing if I see success with that and like what that looks like. Because obviously being a struggling like self-sufficient college student, I need money, like point blank period, I need money, and I'm already doing so much on social media. Like, why not try and have more monetary gain from that? So let's try and monetize more via reaching out to one brand a week. Again, still social media. Huge one is start a podcast. I've been thinking about this for a little while. I'm really into like longer form content and more real and raw like talking stuff. I've said this on TikTok before. I'm kind of sick of the whole like, look at my life, it's so amazing. Like, I did that all of high school. I put on this front that everything was awesome and I was like so great and like not struggling at all, which is so not true. And so I think that like being more raw and real is so much more valuable, especially on social media, where I'm like such a proponent of believing that everything's fake. It's so cultivated. Like, Emma Chamberlain's podcast is one of the best ever at this, and I think she'd obviously be a huge inspiration to me in starting this. But being more raw and like actually giving your viewers like something to like connect with and resonate with and like something they can learn from you is so much more important than just being like, here's my life, like I love LA, I love everyone. Like, I do that half the time, but like I've also gotten a lot better since like tuning into this kind of like side of TikTok and like side of content. I've really sat down in front of the camera and just started talking about like things I'm struggling with, like my day-to-day. It's being more real. And so that's why I want to start a podcast, because I've honestly been through so much and have so much to talk about and like so much advice to give that a podcast would be the perfect place to kind of like start imparting that. Next, I have gym 6 days a week. This is a classic, like, new year, new me, let's go to the gym. But honestly, I go to Equinox in LA. I'm paying $1.5 bags to go to the gym there. So, that I need to get like use out of it, and I literally do. Like, that place is my heaven. Like, when I walk in, like literally all my stress is just like released. Like, it's so aesthetic and calming. And there's so many pros of like having an escape like that. Like, I need that time in my day, and this goes hand in hand with my next one, which is like more self-care. But taking that time out of your day for yourself is the best thing ever. And school is so go go go, especially at a place like UCLA where like the weather's always nice, there's always something to do. I love my 2 hours of the gym. Like, I need to get out of the Kappa house where I'm living with 50 girls. So I'm putting 6 days a week on there. Good morning, it's time for my workout. So I'm up here in the gym, coffee going. For one of my resolutions, I want to like move my body 6 times a week. So today, I'm doing an at-home workout. It's a mix of like bar and yoga sculpt kind of, and a little cardio in there as well. It's one of my favorite workouts ever. And I just got new BALAs. So these are brown and they're 2 pounds, where my old ones right here were just 1 pound. So kind of upgrades, baby. So pretty. I put these on my ankles and I'm doing a lot of like leg work and stuff. If you haven't tried these before, I would so recommend. Like, the quality is so good and they just like are a great addition to any workout. Like, you're just getting more work and you're not even realizing it. Let's go work out. Okay, as for having better self-care on my list, it seems super general, and I know like resolutions, it's hard to have them be general. Like, you always want to specify, and I'm sure 99% of people have this on their list, like better self-care, but just make sure you set parameters for yourself, know exactly what you mean and like what works for you. I put this on my list because during finals and stuff, especially right before I left school, I was so busy. I'm the type of person to stay busy every second of every day. By the time I get in bed at night, I'm just so wound from like grinding all day that better self-care to me is taking a little bit of time, specifically at the end of the night, to just like relax, do my skincare, do my gua sha, do the whole 9 yards, because that's like my little bit of time I have like alone to like chill and actually take a deep breath. So those are all my resolutions for 2024 and how I'm gonna execute them. I hope my tips on how I kind of like made my resolutions can inspire you and help you make better ones that you can actually follow with literal parameters and a plan and not just like a generic like statement. So subscribe for more. I'm definitely gonna be more active in 2024. Like I said before, I'm loving this long form, like more raw, real content. So if you like that, which I hope you do, please subscribe, like, comment, all the things down below, and I'll see you guys soon.